Hi guys, me Danielle, Danibuttons, and I'm here today for our June group buddy color type thing. This is the second month that we are doing this, and if you don't know what this is, I've recently kind of taken a step back from doing buddy colors. It just got a little overwhelming. I'm in a little bit of a coloring slump, all that jazz. So what I decided to do was once a month, I would pick 3 books and put a poll on my community tab, and you guys would vote on which one you wanted to see me color from, and then I'm going to color a page together, and then hopefully if you have the same book you can also color the same page and like post it to Instagram and tag me or stuff like that. So it's kind of like we're all buddy coloring together. So A Million Mermaids by Lulu Mayo was the overwhelming winner. It had like over 100 votes, so that's pretty awesome. And I picked a random page. I picked this page. I don't know why, but we're gonna do something crazy and we'll see if we have regrets, because it is crazy, but it's just what I was feeling. What are we doing, you may ask? We're using metallic watercolor paint. So this is actually just a set from Michael's, and I think it was like $5. I don't know if those prices have gone up. There's always coupons and stuff. But when I bought it, it was $5. And these are all metallic colors, except possibly that pink doesn't look very metallic, but that's okay. So originally, when I was looking through for pages, I always try to do simpler ones for color and chats because obviously I want to finish the whole page on camera. So I do try to do pages that will only take me between half an hour and an hour. So I liked this page and I was like, what can I do? I was gonna just do the inside, and then I was like, I like having a background. So I thought I was gonna do blue for the entire background in the blue glitter. I was like, cool, great. But then I'm thinking to myself, this is a double-sided book, so I can't really do like markers or anything. So would it look weird to do pencils against this? I don't know. So all of that to say, I'm gonna attempt to do the whole thing in this metallic. I might hate it. So I'm gonna start with the stuff that makes sense. So I'm gonna do the background. I'm gonna do like their fins and things. And if it's looking really bad, I might switch to pencils at the end. So we will see. But that is my plan for now. As a double-sided book, we shouldn't get anything in there anyway, but I'll just keep some pages back there just in case I go off the edges. And I'm using my water brush, and I have just a blotter napkin over here. And yes, we're gonna try to use all of these. So I think I'm gonna start with that background. I like doing backgrounds first because if I do them last, I always mess up my main image. But if I do them first, if I mess up my image, it's easier to fix. And also, I shouldn't be scrapping this, but if I do the background first and I absolutely hate it, then that's a good spot to scrap it instead of having worked on the whole thing. So we're just gonna like activate this color and see what happens. And I'm gonna do the whole background. So I don't know, metallic paints are weird to work with because the like how they shine is very important. So they might end up looking a little bit streaky from different angles, but then when you see them head on, they look very, very shiny. So hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully we can get this to look good together. But just in general, they are streakier than regular paints because you won't see the streaks when you're looking at the correct angles, if that makes any sense. So we'll see. And again, process over product, and we're just gonna have fun with this page and get a page done and do something different. So I actually haven't picked the books for next month's possibilities, but I will pick them before the end of this video and show you at the end of the video, and then I'm probably not gonna have the poll up till July. So maybe I shouldn't pick them, and then I'll show you like with my finished pages or something. That might make more sense. So that is what we will do. But I think I did my May, I get so confused with like going back and forth with the months. I have to go very slowly. I think I did my May buddy color as one of the last videos of the month. So it made sense for me to show you June when it was like the next thing. But this is earlier. It is only the 22nd when you are seeing this. So I think I will wait. Do I have text messages? 1 second. No, okay. I also think I just heard some thunder, so that'll be interesting. We'll see if you can hear it. You can probably just hear Sam playing video games. He's got that mechanical keyboard for us. I'm actually gonna peek in a second at what we're looking like. Wow, you really ramped up the mechanical keyboard once I mentioned you, Samuel. I'm gonna peek what you guys are seeing, because again, from my angle, it's looking a little bit weird. It doesn't look very full coverage, but I think we're getting it. So let's stand up and peek. Yeah, it's looking streaky, but again, when you like move it around, it's gonna be dazzling. Hopefully you can even see that this is blue. I don't know what we're seeing, but you'll just have to trust and believe. I think it is gonna make more sense to mix the pencils. So, oh well, it was a good idea. But if we wanna see any details at all, we're probably gonna have to mix. So, yes, I'm finally going to talk about my day at the Jersey Shore. I'm so excited. I feel like it's been forever, but it's really only been like 8 days since I went, but I've been wanting to tell you guys for forever. So last Saturday, is that when the 12th was? On the 12th, I got to go to the shore, and we didn't actually go onto the beach. So we just went to the boardwalk, but like I haven't done a trip like that, a full boardwalk day, in a very long time, because obviously just nobody's done anything for 2 years. But then even before that, we haven't. It's about like an hour and a half with no traffic from me. So like we don't go all the time. And to be honest with you, we did all of the things. So usually if I was going with just Sam, he probably wouldn't agree to spend all of the money at once to do all of the things. But since this was like a super special day, like first outing in 2 years / haven't done it in forever, he did agree to spend all the money on all the things. So we went down. I don't know what you guys know about Jersey, but like Jersey Shore on TV is in Seaside, and that is much more adult themed just in general. Like there's a lot of bars on the boardwalk and a lot of like t-shirt shops. So we went to Point Pleasant, which is much more family friendly. And there's an aquarium, and we did mini golf, and I'm gonna tell you all about everything. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, but just in case you have ever heard of Point Pleasant, that is where we went, to Jenkinson's Boardwalk, Jenkinson's Aquarium. Yeah, I'm hearing that thunder, oh boy. So we had to get up at like 8 a.m., which for me, big yikes, because Sam and I usually go to sleep between like 1 and 2 a.m. and usually wake up at between 9 and 10. So having to wake up on a Saturday at 8 a.m. was rough, and we had to leave the house at 9 a.m. But we got there, and originally we were going to do the boardwalk first, but then I was like, let's do the boardwalk last, because I think that's one of the things that's like super crowded once it opens, and it's also super crowded with like families with little kids, because I guess they just want to like do something early in the morning with the little kids and then either go home or do nap time or whatever. So I was like, let's avoid that for now. So the first thing we ended up doing was mini golf. And mini golf, I love mini golf. I love all things competitive, you know that. So we played mini golf, and there were like 2 courses, and we played the one that wasn't named after birds. It was pirate themed, but one of them was called like the Crow's Nest, and then the other one was, I think, like Sunken Ship. And I was like, I don't want to do the bird one. So it was good though, because the one we ended up doing was like more outdoors. Like one you went like in this big cave thing, and it was all inside, and then the other one was mostly outdoors. And it was so early in the day that I was like, this is the perfect time to do this. So we did that, and I won. And Sam was making fun of me because like the first 2 holes I did really bad. But then I ended up beating him, which is all that matters, isn't it? So I was pretty happy with that. He actually got a hole-in-one, and then he went, and then our friend Dave went. You've met Dave's hands, and Dave hit Sam's ball in, so Sam got a second hole-in-one. And then after that, Lydia went and she hit my ball in, so then I got a hole-in-one, and it was really funny because neither of them got a hole-in-one, but they helped facilitate ours. And it was on the same exact hole, so I don't know what it was about that hole. I guess we just had positioned ourselves perfectly. But that was fun. That definitely helped my overall score. And yeah, I haven't been mini golfing in forever too, so I was really pleased with that. There's apparently 2 mini golf courses, but we just did the one. I don't even know where the other one is. I think the other one is lighthouse themed. I had like done a little bit of research online before we went. So we did that. Then what did we do second? Then we wanted to do the fun house. We actually tried to do the fun house first, but it wasn't open yet because we were so early. So we did the fun house second, and that was also a lot of fun because it's like a permanent fun house. I don't know who's been to what fun houses, but the only other fun houses I've been to are like at carnivals, and they're obviously like traveling fun houses. So they're like this big trailer, and they're a good time, but they're pretty quick, pretty easy, whatever. But this is a permanent fun house, so it is much longer than any other ones that I go to, and it's just a lot of fun. And it was Dave's first fun house, so that was a lot of fun because of course we made him go first. And like we started off with a mirror maze, and it was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. And I remember as a kid, my cousin running full force into some of the mirrors. So I at least knew to keep my hands out to protect myself from running into the mirrors. And also, you should just not lead with your face like he did. So that was a learning experience. But we got through that, and then it's like 2 floors of just a bunch of fun stuff. And they added like extra interactive things. So like you could hop on different spots and it would make different sounds. And there was like a little like shooting range in there. So it was just like shooting light, but you got to shoot at targets. There used to be an alien section, and that was gone. So I guess they've changed it. And then there also, to leave the building, there used to be a slide, and that was also gone, which surprised me because I was always afraid to do the slide, and I was ready. I was gonna do the slide. So, but it was very cool, and I think it was worth it. And it's always fun to do things with someone for the first time, just to see how they do it. But I enjoyed that a lot. Then I think was the first time we ate for the day. We had 2 different eatings. So, because obviously boardwalk food's great. So I think the first time I had mozzarella sticks, which is not my normal boardwalk food, but I was so glad because they were maybe the best mozzarella sticks I've ever had. Like it was the creamiest cheese in there, and I was very pleased with my selection. And yeah, our plan all day was just like eat multiple small snacks. So that is what we did. Then after that, we ended up going to like this ropes course. 1 second, taking a sip of water. It was a big sip. Whew, the water bottle was just filled, so like my first sip was actually a big old gulp. Anyway, yeah, after that we went to this ropes course, which I don't know if you've ever seen those either. I don't know how popular they are. I can never tell because I've never done one because I am absolutely horrified of heights to the point where like I can't even like stand on an office chair without crying. So I was never planning on doing that, but everybody else gave it a try. And it was actually a really nice one, I think, from what I've seen other people do. But it was like 2 different stories, and there was like 8 different types of obstacles on each floor, and you could go around as many times as you want. And I feel like I've seen them before where it's one way only, and you kind of have to go through the whole thing and then get off. So it was really nice that you could like go on the same ones multiple times if you wanted, and to do all different paths, because all 4 of them went up. And then I was trying to like watch and take pictures from the ground, and all of a sudden like Sam pops up next to me and he's like, hi. And I was like, how the heck did you get over there? Because everybody else went a different way. So that was cool. And then like on the second floor, there was like a zip line element to it. And Sam was not going to zip line. And I was like, you're going to love the zip line. So I talked him into it. And then he ended up zip lining twice. So I think he liked the zip line. But it was really fun to watch. Even, yeah, I don't know. I would be so scared. But I think Sam and Lydia enjoyed it the most. And Lydia would have never gotten off given the opportunity. But she did because the rest of us were done. So, I'm getting text messages. All right. Yeah, so that happened. And that was a lot of fun to watch. And again, like that's the kind of thing that we wouldn't do that every single time we were there. So I was really happy we got to go with the group because I don't know if Sam would ever do it by himself. He might. There's actually one in the mall nearby us that he also wants to try that I also will not be joining him. The one in our mall, it's like a 4-story mall. So it's like just between, you know how sometimes you can like look over? It's like in one of those. So maybe one day he will get to do that one. So we did that. And then I'm pretty sure we had dessert. So I got an Italian ice, which is all that I wanted because I love like New Jersey Shore Italian ice. I've recently, for the past few years, only had like freezer Italian ice, and boy, is that not the same. So I got Italian ice, and it's actually from a soft serve machine, and I don't remember ever seeing that before, but it was still very good. And I got half lemon and half strawberry. I hope these are the details you are looking for. All right, so there's our background done. So story time out. And as you can see, like it does look a little streaky, but as you can also see, it is blindingly bright. So like when you're looking at it in the right light, you're just seeing shine. So I don't think that it is a big deal that it is so bright. But now that I'm again looking at this, I'm not sure how much more I want to do in shine because I don't want to take away from the image. So I think I'm going to do the background of the circle in like the black shine, and then I might do the image. I don't know. We're just like winging it as we go. So let me get back to that. All right. I'm going to do the inside of the circle, like around everything in the darkest, what should be black, but will just also look silver. And hopefully that will be enough contrast. I was thinking of doing the darker blue, but I don't think that will be different enough. So I'm going to do this like kind of black. Okay, yes, so we had Italian ice, and it was delicious. And I bit off more than I can chew. So luckily, Sam was smart and just didn't get any, and then he ate most of mine. So I'm quite possibly like one of the slowest ice cream eaters out there. It takes me forever. I don't know what it is, but I'm very, very slow. So he just knew if he was patient that I would give up, and I did. So that worked out nicely. Oh, I guess I am going over the little dots on here. I don't know how well. I put a lot of paint on my little brush, so this is very thick. Okay, yes, so we did that. Then what did we do? I'm trying to remember the order. I have like pictures of everything, so I'm sure my phone will remember for me. But, oh, then we did the arcade. I like arcades, but I'm also the type that very easily would like get carried away and just like play forever and then be sad when all of my points earn me nothing. So, play the arcade. Also, okay, so side note, they had a lot of Squishmallows as prizes all over the boardwalk. And if you have like remembered anything about my Squishmallow journey, I love them and want them so much more now that they're impossible to get. And if they were easily accessible, I don't think I would care. But since they're really hard to find, I'm like desperate to have them. So they have them at the shore as like prizes all over the place. Like all of the carnival type games, the claw machines all had them. I think the arcades had them as prizes, but I'm not sure because they were like way too many points for our measly money to accrue. So you can like now, I don't know if anybody knows this either. You know, they used to give out tickets. There's really not tickets anymore. Like the card you swipe just knows how many points you get. And I'm like, that's cool. That's better for the waste aspect, but that's really interesting. So if I took my card back and we went again this year, I think I could just keep accruing points that way, which you used to have to like turn them in and then save your stubs and do it that way. So that was an interesting advancement, I suppose. But anyway, So Squishmallows. I knew they had them. Like before we went, I had seen videos of people winning them. So it was my mission to accrue some. So we got there, and we were actually the first ones there. We got there early because I didn't know if we would hit traffic or anything. So we got there a little early, and I right away was like playing for them in the claw machines. I ended up doing 2 play until you win claw machines so I won 2 of the little baby ones, but I didn't get the one I wanted because like somebody else was on top of it and I accidentally won one I didn't want. So that was disappointing, but I'm going to give that to a friend who will like it. And then the second one I got is super cute. So I did those. So I already had Squish and I was like, okay, even if the rest of the day is a bust, I've succeeded at my mission. We're doing good. And then there was another claw machine that was not play till you win. So it was like you had 2 tries for $1 or something like that. And it had fruit slices. It had lemons, oranges, and limes. So if you've been paying attention around here, you know that I'm obsessed with fruit, especially citrus. I love it. So I was like, I cannot leave until I win one of these, Sam. And he's like, I know. So I like had to play and I had to play. And I was not winning. And I'm actually really good at claw machines. Like I win pretty often. But the squish are just so round that there's like nothing to grab onto. So I was playing. I had Dave and Nicole playing. I think Lydia played for me. I don't know if she tried very often. But anyway, so we're about to leave. Like, we all finished our money, and Lydia had literally 1 credit left. So it's like 1 credit got you 1 shot, and 2 credits got you 3 shots. But she only had 1 credit left on her card. She's like, oh, what should I do with it? And I'm like, oh, play the fruit machine. And she's like, all right, why not? So she went to play the fruit machine, and the rest of us, like, went to hand in our tickets. And she texts me, and she said, send help. Hold on, I can show you this picture because this was a funny time. Lydia. She says, send help. Look it. She caught it by the tag, and it was hanging there and stuck. And it was funny because she was going for the lemon, but she caught the orange, and it was hanging there. So we had to, like, get the workers, and they ended up getting it for us. But it was her only try, and it was the last possible try, and she got one. So she very kindly gave it to me, and that made my day. So now I have an orange slice, and I'm very happy about that. So that was great, and it was really funny because I probably tried like 30 times. So cool. Then we left the arcade. I think with arcade, do you know the It toy? If you like have kids and no kids, see internet culture, whatever, the It toy are those poppets. So they're like whatever shape, and you can like pop the little silicone bits in and out, and they're like the new fidget toy of the year. Those were absolutely everywhere. Again, every booth had them. They were the prize at the arcade. They were the prize everywhere, like the consolation prize everywhere. So that ended up being what I got with my points, because that's all I could afford. So I actually got one that is hippo shaped, so I enjoy hippos. So that was pretty funny. I think we had exactly 8,120 points, and the hippo was 8,000 points, and then we got a yellow bouncy ball for 120 points. So we used it all up, and it was pretty funny. Sam got the little bouncy ball. But yeah, so that was that. Then we're walking down the boardwalk, and again, it's all permanent, but it's like carnival style games. So like when you have to throw darts at balloons or shoot the water into the clown's mouth, those kinds of things. And there was actually one that had Squishmallows as the prize, so we all tried it, and this little girl smoked us, and she like ran away with it. So she won. I don't know. I don't remember what she picked, but I'm pretty sure it was a Squishmallow. But anyway, then we went to another one, and the minimum to win the Squishmallow was only 3 people, because because usually you need a lot of people to get the good prizes, but it was only 3. So before anyone could stop me, I just paid for 3 people. And then I just played. So like me, Sam, and Lydia did it because she didn't want to play on her own. And I was like, that's fine. So I just paid for her. And I'm like, well, will you play now? And she's like, okay. So we played, and then I ended up winning anyway. And then I got Lucille, who is a seal. And I named her after the seals at the aquarium that we saw. So they actually have their own name, but her name was like Isis, and I thought that was weird. So I thought Lucille was cute because that's the name of the seal at the aquarium, and I was like, oh, that just like ties the whole day together. So that was that on that. But then we went to the aquarium, and it's a small aquarium, but it's cute and it's nice. And the protocol for health regulations right now is like you can only go in one direction. So we just like traveled through the whole thing and saw everything. They have some sharks. They have one sea turtle. His name is Ace. And they have 2 seals, and they're both actually blind. I think Ace had some sort of issue too. So it's basically like a conservation aquarium. I don't remember what Ace's issue was, but the seals were both blind. They were cute. And one's name was Lucille. I don't remember the other one's name. And they have penguins, and then they have a lot of freshwater turtles, which was nice. They also had like a whole parrot display, and I was like, no thank you. So I just ran past that one. But so that was really nice. I love aquariums. I love fish. I've said that all before too, but I would much prefer an aquarium over a zoo, given the choice between the two. Which, no shade to the zoo, but I just love aquariums. So we did that, and yeah, that was most of the day. Then actually after that, we had our 3rd round of food, and again, it's not a lot of food, but this time we had boardwalk fries. So, or actually, Lydia and I had boardwalk fries, and actually Dave and Nicole had boardwalk fries, and Sam got a funnel cake, because that is his favorite boardwalk food. So we did that, and then we actually, I told you last week about my friend is moving to North Carolina, so like as a goodbye present, I got him some saltwater taffy, because the shore is known for that too. They like pull it all there themselves. So I got him a box of taffy, and that was it for our day. So we did a whole ton, and it was a whole lot of fun. And that rhymed by accident. So yes, I was very happy, and I would love to do that kind of day again. Let's see how we're progressing. We are almost at our 30-minute mark, and as you can see, you can't see. So what I think I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pause and let this dry so I can start coloring and everything else. And then I am going to speed color all of the inside, and then I'm going to come back and we'll see what happens, because again, this is so shiny. Let's see if I turn the light off. Does that help? Well, it's still, this is my overhead light, but this is going to be one shiny page. So I'm going to let this dry a little. I'm going to go pick the books for next month. Did I say I was doing that, or I said I wasn't? I have to wait for this to dry, so I'm going to do it, and then I will be back. Come back on lamp. So, ready for speed color? Whoosh. All right, here we are. I'm gonna pick us up so we can see maybe. So yeah, again, this is just like blindingly shiny. And I decided to do my guy as a beluga whale. So I just basically did some blue shadows a little bit. It's, again, very hard to see. I really don't even know how to make it better. But that's what I did with him. And then I did a red mermaid and a yellow mermaid to do my primary colors. Some orange fish, some purple jellyfish, and that is it. So look at, like, you can't even see it. It's so shiny. I'm happy with how it came out. I would love to see what you guys do if you do the same picture. I just realized I'm filming in the wrong direction. I'm going to have to flip this after I film. Great. But yeah, let me know. Tag me on Instagram. Send me an email, whatever you want to do if you do the same picture. And I think it'll be fun. And I'm very interested in seeing how other people interpret this page. That's like the best part of Buddy Colors. So if it's a group Buddy Color, maybe all 100 of you that voted will do this page, and there will be 100 of them. I kind of doubt it. But anyway, I didn't end up picking pictures or my books for next month because I said I was going to wait. So I guess I forgot from when I said it to when I said it a second time. But that's what happened. If you have any suggestions or requests, let me know. I can put them in the poll if I have them, of course. And that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back in 2 days with something different. I think I'm going to do a goals check-in. I did a goals video at the end of December, and we'll see now that we are halfway through the year already. Mind-blowing. We'll see how we're doing on those goals. So that's what you'll see from me next. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time. Comment down below. Comment beluga, please. Beluga whale. And that's it. See you guys in 2 days. Bye.